Does your car struggle to start in the morning and smell strongly of unburned gas when it finally gets running? Your engine might be drowning in too much fuel. Today we are looking at diagnostic trouble code P02A7. This OBD2 code specifically means cylinder 4 fuel trim at minimum limit. Your engine computer constantly monitors the exact amount of air and fuel entering the engine to keep it running perfectly. It uses data from the oxygen sensors in your exhaust to make tiny adjustments, which is called fuel trim. If the exhaust has too much fuel and not enough air, the computer tries to reduce the fuel delivery by dialing back the fuel trim into a negative percentage. When the computer has to reduce the fuel going to cylinder number 4 so much that it hits the absolute minimum limit programmed into the system, it triggers the check engine light and sets this code. The symptoms of a severe, rich condition are very frustrating. You will definitely experience a noticeable drop in engine power and terrible gas mileage. Your car might have a delayed startup where you have to crank the key for a long time, and you will likely see other engine misfire codes pop up. What is causing cylinder 4 to get flooded? The most common culprit is a mechanically defective or leaking fuel injector that is dripping extra gas into the cylinder. It could also be a bad fuel pressure regulator pushing too much pressure through the fuel rail, a faulty oxygen sensor giving the computer bad information, or a failing mass airflow sensor. To troubleshoot this, start by opening the hood and carefully inspecting the fuel rail and fuel pressure regulator. If you see or smell raw gas leaking anywhere outside, that part has failed and must be replaced immediately. If there are no external leaks, you will need a fuel pressure gauge to see if the entire system is running at a pressure that is way above the manufacturer's specifications. If the pressure is normal, you need to check the specific fuel injector on cylinder 4. While the engine is running, you can place a mechanic stethoscope against that injector. You should hear a very steady, sharp clicking sound. If it sounds weak or does not click at all, the injector is stuck open and needs to be replaced. You will also need a digital multimeter to verify the injector is receiving the correct voltage and ground pulse from the computer. Handling high-pressure fuel systems is extremely dangerous. If you do not have the proper gauges to safely relieve the fuel line pressure, or if you are not comfortable working around raw gasoline, you should absolutely take your vehicle to a professional mechanic. A simple mistake with a fuel line can easily start a devastating engine fire. Leave the dangerous fuel system repairs to the trained experts. Drive safe and see you next time.